Welcome back to Fox 43 AM Live. Right off the heels of Peacock's horror hit Hysteria, please welcome Jessica Treska. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
It's very good to have you on the show. I'm very excited to talk about Hysteria. I've been loving it so far. And again, as I was saying, please forgive me. I'm a little bit behind on the show. My newborn has not let me watch too much TV, so I haven't finished the series yet. But I want to, let's take a blast to the past here and talk about the show. What was it like putting Hysteria together, being a part of the cast with Julie Bowen, Bruce Campbell, and so on?
Oh gosh, I mean, what can I say? Just the insane cast, the incredible writing, all the fun that the show has to offer. I mean, it was my dream project, to be completely honest with you. And the character, how dynamic and intense this character is, it was unlike anything I had played before. And of course, working with Anna Camp, Julie Bowen, Bruce Campbell, I mean, they are so iconic, and we just had such a blast. It was funny. We all talked about how it felt like we were filming different shows because there's a lot of storylines and there's a lot going on, and there's only a few scenes throughout the whole show that I actually got to film with Anna Camp, for example. So, yeah, it was funny. We felt like we were on different shows, but we were always on set together, and so that they are just incredible.
It's fantastic. And you mentioned that Judith, what did you bring to the role of Judith? I understand that after you were cast, the role of Judith kind of expanded throughout the series. What were you bringing to the table? Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, a super complex, intense role, nothing like I had ever played before. She's at the top of the hierarchy of the school, the popular preppy girl, but she's also got this really, really dark side. And so it was really fun to play with. I came into the show not knowing where the character would go. I don't think anyone really knew where the character would go. We developed the story as we filmed. And so, yeah, in the first episode on camera, the first time in that scene at the very end with the cat, when I got to actually play with that dark side a little bit and show that side of her, that was so much fun. And we just played around with it and everyone loved it. And it was fun coming off of set and everyone's like, wow, that was so terrifying.
It's true.
So yeah, and then we just built on that.
It really is true. Yeah, Judith does terrify me a little bit. As I said, I don't spoilers for later in the series. I don't quite trust her so far, so I'm very excited to see where she ends up going with the rest of the series. It's such a wild show, and as you mentioned, kind of multiple storylines. I'm very excited to give it a finish, and also with during production with the show, kind of engrossing yourself in the 80s, was that a fun nostalgia trip at all, or is there like a different decade that you may want to go back and revisit?
Oh gosh, I mean, it was so much fun. Like, I wish I had lived through the 80s, the hair, the makeup, the wardrobe. It felt like we were putting together art every single day, and it really did play such a role in her character as well. You see her completely change visually throughout the show. So that was so much fun. I mean, everything about the 80s, like having no cell phones and in an entire school of high schoolers, that was great. I mean, I honestly wish we could go back to that.
I would go back to the 90s myself. That's where I would head off. I'm a 90s kid. And I want to ask, as we head into the holiday season, Thanksgiving and Christmas will be here before we know it. Is there anything that you're thankful for?
I mean, my family is the first thing that comes to mind. I have the most incredible family and siblings and parents and, everyone, my team that I work with and my education, honestly, everything. And yeah, I'm looking forward to giving back this holiday season.
That's wonderful. And I'm curious for the future for you, with Hysteria wrapped up, is there potential for Hysteria season 2 and all?
There's definitely potential for sure. We're absolutely hoping for that. We just gotta wait and see how people react. But everyone seems to be loving it so far.
I'm certainly loving it. I cannot wait to finish it, and I cannot wait to see more of you. And how can people best follow you to keep up with the projects that you're working on?
Yeah, so my Instagram would probably be your safest bet. That's just at Jessica_Treska.
Fantastic. Well, Jessica, thank you so much for joining us this morning. It's been an absolute pleasure chatting with you. And everybody, please be sure to check out Hysteria, available now on Peacock. All right, Jessica, thank you again.
Thank you so much.